Hey, I'm Gabby, also known as Senorita Gabita. Welcome back or welcome if you are new here. Today's video will be a cozy draw with me run. I will show you how I create my new sticker and art print design, and in the end I will print them and show you the final result. As you can see, I have here on my desk a very beautiful bouquet of flower. I got it as a birthday present, a delayed birthday present from one of my best friends. I was very surprised and happy, and this also gave me a lot of inspiration for the next flower drawing for February for the rewards for Patreon. And as you can see here in my sketchbook, I already did for January a sketching session where I drew the carnation flower and the snowdrop. You can see the video also in here on my channel. I will add the link in the description down below, and also on the screen on the right side you will find the info card. And the flower of February are the Violett and Iris, and I'm using for this sketching or drawing process this time acrylic marker, because the carnation flower and the snowdrop are shining through the paper, and I needed some art supplies that are able to cover up all the bleed through, so that's why I decided to use for this time acrylic markers. I'm using the acrylic markers from arrtx and Shuttle Art. First, I only wanted to use the arrtx markers because I have them in a lot of variety of colors, so I have a very wide range there. But as you can see, with the first layer of blue, light blue, it wasn't that opaque, so I switched up to Shuttle Art, and I realized the huge difference of quality of colors from both brands. So I will definitely do a next video where I will compare all the acrylic markers that I have and show you all the positive points and negative points of each brand. So maybe you also want to start drawing with acrylic markers and you can't decide which brand you want to buy from, so I think this will be a very helpful video for you. But I still need time to record and do all the testing, because I have a few of them, different brands, different type of acrylic markers, so I will need a little bit of time to record the content for you, but it will come. And I'm also thinking to do the same with alcohol markers, because I got also new ones that I still need to review and take a look how they work. But yes, so this was a little bit of a sneak peek what will come in the next month. And yes, we are starting to color up the first flower, the Violett, and this will be the sticker design for February. So this tiny fairy guinea pig, my creature that I created, that you can see here on my channel and in my art illustration very often. I would really love to draw them and to make them as my main character in my Patreon rewards. And for the sticker, the tiny guy is holding a Violett in his tiny hands and showing it to you. As always, I'm using as a reference picture some that I found on Pinterest. You can also find in the description down below my Pinterest, where I added all my inspiration pictures in different folders, so you can take a look and maybe you also find something that you want to draw. I really love to use Pinterest for collecting reference picture, to gain some new inspiration, or to draw some studies like fruit or flower studies and so on. So I can really recommend to use it, Pinterest, like a tool for your art. And now we are coloring the iris. It is for me a very difficult flower, and it's not that typical shape, flower shape that you know or like compared to the Violett. So it was a little bit tricky with all the wavy petals and all the fine lines, but it was also a fun time to draw all the fine line with the acrylic pens, because the nibs of them are very flexible. They are brush nibs, so you can really achieve different thickness of lines with a little bit of pressure, and you can play around with it and achieve different line strokes. So I really enjoyed drawing this flower. Now I want to talk a little bit about the meaning and history behind the violet and the iris. And yes, there are, as I said, the flowers of February, and because February is always associated with the Valentine's Day, it is always surprising that people think that the roses are the official birth flower of the month, but it is actually the violet and the iris. And the violets are very charming and small, tiny flowers with vibrant colors and different shades of, as the name said, violet, purple, and they have also a sweet fragrance. And they are also native to various regions across the northern hemisphere and have been appreciated for their beauty, symbolism, and for various uses for centuries. To the history, violets have been cultivated and admired since the ancient times. The ancient Greeks and Romans used them in their festivals, medicine, and culinary dishes, so they're also eatable. And in the Middle Ages, violets were used for their medicinal properties, particularly for treating skin conditions and digestive issues. They were also grown in the monastery gardens for their ornamental value. During the Victorian age, violets gained popularity as symbols of love and affection, and they were often used in art and literature and floral arrangement to convey this emotion. Violets have also been used as a source of perfume, with a delicate scent extracted and used in various fragrances. As most of the flowers, violets carry various symbolistic meanings as well, depending on the color and the context. In general, they represent modesty, humility, and wisdom. Some specific meaning associated with the different colors of violets include, like, for example, very deep purple means deep love, loyalty, and devotion, and the inside where the pollen are of the flowers, the white, is associated with innocence and humility, and the yellow part is associated with happiness and lightheartedness. So all the different parts of the violet have different meanings, and I found this very interesting. Violets are also associated with the ancient Greek goddess of Aphrodite and the Roman goddess Venus, and so further emphasizing their connection to love and beauty. And why they have been selected as the flower of February. Violets represent the purity and loyalty that people born in this month possess. The combination of their vibrant colors, sweet fragrance, rich history, and various symbolic meanings make violets a unique and meaningful flower that continues to be valued and appreciated until today. But now to the main star of this drawing. The iris is the second flower of February, and well, the most popular story is that in Syria was the home to many irises, to the flower, and in 1749 BC, when King Thutmose III of Egypt, who just so happened to be an avid gardener, conquered Syria, he was fascinated by the flowers, so he immortalized them through sculptures and gardens in Egypt. So this is the origin story where the flower comes from. And the iris is very highly valued by Indian and Egyptian people who use the flowers for medicine. And also this flower has a strong perfume and was used as offerings to the gods. But how did the iris get its name? Like with many flower names, the names of the iris come from Greek mythology. In the Greek language, the word iris is actually translated to rainbow, and so the flower was the representation of the goddess of the rainbow, who was known as a messenger for Zeus and Hera. The goddess of the rainbow will send messages from heaven to earth and the arc of a rainbow, and she was also a friendly companion to female souls who were on the way to heaven. Because of this, still to the day, Greeks will plant purple irises on women's graves to help guide them to their final resting place in heaven. But what does the iris flower mean? Having been around for centuries and with nearly 300 species available in a rainbow of colors, it shouldn't be a surprise to learn that iris has a lot of meanings behind it in different cultures. The most common meanings including hope, wisdom, and trust. The iris has also been known to be in nobility, as it's been long associated with royalty all throughout history, especially in France and Italy. And in Victorian times, when the florography and the language of flowers were hugely popular, people would send irises to their friends as a way to express their gratitude. So that also means that different color irises have different meanings. And in this video, I'm drawing a blue iris and I'm combining it with a very dark purple violet. So I will tell you the meaning about the purple and the blue irises, which is often of the most common colors you might find, symbolize royalty and wisdom. So the purple irises, which is one of the most common colors you might find, symbolize royalty and wisdom, and the blue iris symbolize faith and hope and are ideal to give to someone who is waiting to hear some good news. They are also a sign of deep trust, so you should give these to someone very close to you or your long-term partner. And this was the story behind the violet and the iris. I hope you like it. I really love to read all the history and the meanings and symbolism about it, because at the moment I'm also researching a lot for my master thesis, and I have to look through different books also about the meanings of colors and clothes in portraits, because I'm looking through paintings from the 17th century, and most of them are showing women from the aristocratic life, and they have very beautiful dresses with different color meanings, and so I really love to read the meanings of the flowers and finding some connection also to the clothes that I'm reading, and also with the color pigments that you can extract from the flowers. It also have a big role in the cloth making. So I was very, very surprised and pleased to read all the history facts about the flowers. But now back to the drawing. I am finishing this sketchbook page, or this sketch, with some highlights with my white acrylic marker from Posca, adding some lines, some sparkles, and the final step before I move on to print and to cut the stickers and the art prints. As always, I'm using my Cricut machine to cut my stickers in the right size. But before that, after I had the sketchbook page done, I transferred to my iPad, and then I drew all the ideas that I had in the sketch with my Procreate and did the final digital drawing. So I'm show you how I drew the sticker design, the final, and also the final art print illustration. And I really love the colors. I really love violet or lavender. It's one of the favorite colors that I have. And when I finished the digital illustration, then it was finally time to print the stickers. I show you shortly the application that I'm using, the Cricut application. I'm printing them with my Epson printer, and then I let the Cricut machine do his work, cutting all the stickers, and I'm very pleased with the outcome. I really love it. It's very cute, and also the art print is one of my favorite so far. And if you like the sticker and the art print, you can get them by joining my Patreon until the end of February. You can decide which type of tier you want to join. You can only receive the sticker, the art print, or also both together as a bundle. And if you join, you will also receive access to the digital rewards like a monthly wallpaper, printable calendar pages. I will also share on my Patreon sketchbook tours, and also some time-lapse videos of my drawings, some daily insights or updates for upcoming projects, and so on. So you will get exclusive content there as well. And yes, I will be very happy to see you there as well. You can also join as a free member. And this is all for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumb up, to subscribe, and push the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos from me. And until the next video, please stay healthy and also creative. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.